So when Wall Street tightens its squeeze on credit and lending, who does that affect?
That would be me, Joe the Plumber.
When Wall Street investors stop buying and selling, who does that affect?
That would be me, Joe the Plumber.
When Wall Street is hit by scandal and trust issues, who does that affect?
That would be me, Joe the Plumber.
Meet Joe Giannone.
That's the real Joe the Plumber.
Third-generation plumber from South Philadelphia.
I need a slip 45 or a slip 90 here. You know what that is, don't you?
Yeah. Out in your truck?
Out in the truck.
So I can't think of a better way to find out how Wall Street affects Main Street than finding an average Joe. Joe the Plumber. Now, he asked me to get this part, this elbow, I'm pretty sure I know what it is. I can find it. While I look for that part, let me tell you about Joe.
Are you having some?
He's married, 2 grown kids.
Hi, it's Lorraine with Joe Plumbing. How are you?
Runs his own plumbing company.
Joe's a great guy to work for. He treats all his employees with utmost respect.
He has 8 employees.
Everybody in our area knows Joe the Plumber.
Hey, Joe!
So what do you think about Joe? What kind of guy is he?
You can't get a better man than him.
I found it! Everyone I met said Joe's an upstanding South Philly guy. Hardworking, decent family man with strong values. I think I found it. It's, elbow, at least? Is that right?
This will work right here. This slip 45.
So how does Wall Street's actions trickle down the pipe to Joe the Plumber? What happens when credit tightens on Wall Street? Well, banks stop lending to each other, and to you, and to me, and to Joe.
It affected the business, sure.
Tight credit on Wall Street means tight credit on Main Street. Joe's customers borrow money to renovate. No borrowing, no renovating, no need for Joe. He and his wife Rita, who's also the company's bookkeeper, wanted a loan for their own renovation.
They said, it's too much. You borrowed too much and, you're at your limit. So we were refused the loan.
Years ago, when Wall Street was soaring and credit was easy, they say getting that loan would have been easier. At the shop, Joe lowered his rates, laid off 1 person, shut down 1 truck. All because tight credit on Wall Street trickled down to Joe.
Is this it? That's it.
Maybe my free labor will help.
Get it on board.
Can I get a cheesesteak now?
Oh, I would love a cheesesteak.
What about Wall Street's effects on Joe's everyday life? If I'm in South Philly, I gotta have this. I got it.
You got it. You can't go back and say you didn't have a cheesesteak here.
Ah, a Philly cheesesteak. When times are good, stocks go up. Companies are worth more. They pay their people more, who in turn spend more money with Joe. So when stocks fell, Joe's income fell with it. Are you cutting back on going out to eat? Huh?
Absolutely.
And that yearly family vacation?
We now have to wait an additional year. And that's, I think, due to Wall Street and the way the economy's been.
They are still paying off last year's vacation.
I had to put on a credit card because we couldn't afford it, but we really wanted to go because it was Joe's 50th birthday.
When major banks on Wall Street struggle, they raise money by raising interest rates on credit cards. Joe and Rita haven't paid off their credit card balances and have seen their interest rates go up. So last year's vacation is costing them even more.
We can't get the credit card bill payment down, which is hard.
And finally, how does Wall Street's actions trickle down to Joe's investments? Do you worry about your 401k as you solder?
Well, sometime I do.
Joe's 401k and IRA are invested in the stock market, but he doesn't follow it closely.
When it's doing good, you look at it. When it's not, you don't worry about it.
So Joe gets upset when he reads about Wall Street firms collapsing and banks failing, which in turn sends his portfolio into the dumpster. He tells me he lays some of the blame at the feet of Wall Street money managers.
We're in a financial bind because of a few people that obviously wanted everything for themselves.
Joe still believes in the market, but now has a backup. he's bought property as his new retirement investment.
Real estate, it's the old-fashioned word, it's a piece of the rock. I think long-term that's the only solid piece that we have as far as equity goes.
So no matter how much a guy like me or Wall Street gets in his way, Joe is sticking to his priorities. Invest, save for retirement, and stay true to your values.
Hey, Joe, how about a snack?
Matt, not right now, Matt. Get back to work.